Today is February 16, 2025. So these are the supplies we got for our cooking videos. We have a chicken gizzard, $6.31. We have beef shank, $13.14. We got 2 oxtails for $17.76, and then $13.56. We got our salmon for $15.57. We got a cabbage here. We got 2 broccolis. Whoopsie. 2 broccolis and some lemons for our salmon. So and we got a couple of sacks of brown rice. This is the supplies for our cooking channel videos for the Tanza families. So every time we buying the supplies, we are going to record the cost for our YouTube channel expense. Alright, so next up we will be cooking this in the next probably 2 days, and we'll get more supplies. And we'll get we record every time we're buying more supplies for our cooking videos. Okay, so right now we're cooking the oxtail. And Joshua, you want to take a look on how you're going to cook this, or you want to do your math homework?
Let me just finish this.
Okay, I'm going to record this anyways. So first, boil a pot of water, more or less that much. And then I'm going to wait until this boil. And then I'm going to start putting the oxtail. I'm also going to cut this beef shank into smaller pieces. Dump that as well there, so the flavor will come from the oxtail bones. And you can basically add several other meats to get more meat into it. And then you can do the vegetable afterwards. Alright, so now let's slice this. Like that. Keep going, and then I'm going to slice it a bit more smaller afterwards. Okay, so this is the most still a bit bigger. I'm going to chop this in half, and then this is boiling now, right? So we can already dump our oxtail in there, which is going to take a while. Here, so I'm just going to take the oxtail out from here and start dumping there, because it's gonna take about a good hour to cook the oxtail with the bones, so the flavor will come out of the bones just fine. And we'll add the rest of the meats in there, so we have enough meat to eat, not just the bones here, but the bones will bring the flavor. So now, there, oxtail in. I'm gonna close this, and then once the blood is rising up, we're gonna dump the blood from the cooking pot. Okay, let's chop this smaller now, but not super small, because as we boil it, it can disintegrate. So that's a good chunk there. We don't want to cut this too small, and then it's going to disintegrate as it's being boiled on the pot. So that's a good enough chunk. Alright, let's do the rest. Hey Mera, stop the video. Okay, so this is all now cut, as you can see. Now we're gonna put this into the pot together with the oxtail. And make a nice oxtail beef stew. And we're gonna cook the vegetable separately. And now I'm gonna chop some garlic, saute it there, and then dump the garlic there for flavor. So now I'm gonna. So we're waiting for the blood to raise up in a few minutes. And then we leave it for an hour. Time to chop some garlic for the stew. And then just put that aside. Open this up. Alright, so you see the blood started to rise there on the corner. So you want to dump those blood so it will not ruin the stew and make it last longer. So if you don't dump this blood rising up, it can make the stew bad after a few days. So we've chopped the garlic, and I'm going to make it smaller by doing this. And then we're going to pan fry it a bit so we can then dump this to the soup, which will make the flavor yummy. And also garlic is very good for your health. It can even repel vampires, you know. So if you're a vampire, you can't do this, or else it will kill you. So no vampires recommended to eat this. Only non-vampires can eat this, alright? So this is ready to be dumped there. Okay, I'm gonna actually dump it here. Woo! Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Woo! A little bit of olive oil. Well, it's enough, I guess. Alright, smells really good. That is a sign, a good sign that this should be good enough and ready to go to be dumped into the stew. Alright, turn that guy off. There we go. We haven't added any salt yet, which we will after this. So this goes into the stew like that. All of them. Including the burnt ones. That's it. And you can stir this a bit. Smells goody goody. There we go. Time to add some salt. I think 1 spoon, 1 tablespoon like that should be enough. You don't want it to be too salty. So look at that. And just drizzle, 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 drizzle. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Because if you get too much salt, you cannot undo it. If you have not enough salt, you can add more, but not the other way around. That's it. Now we can just cook at small heat for the next hour, and it's going to be tender and ready to eat. Okay, that's it for today. We'll show you when we're about to eat this too. Alright, so this is the receipt for the brown rice. Grocery. 2 diamond brown rice, $15.97 each. $31.94 total. And this is the rest of the supplies for this video. Beef shank, beef oxtail cut, cuts, chicken gizzard, salmon fillet, cabbage and lemon, totaling $77.90. So both is around $100 and change. So this is the cost or the expense for making these videos for the next couple of days.